Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, January 25th. And as I sit here and look around at the massive amount of work that I have to do this morning, all right, so here's the thing. Yesterday, I came here to wrap up my packages. I never wrapped them up. Nope, I did my video. I got them together. I put them in packages, but I never actually printed the receipts and stuff like that. So it turns out I sold so many more yesterday that this morning it's probably going to take me about 4 or 5 hours just to pack up everything. And then once I pack up that, I have to continue on with the auction items. So it is going to be massive. I have a lot of work this morning, but I wanted to share because A, I had great sales. B, I want to strangle myself for a mistake that I did. Now, technically, it's not my fault, but it's one of those things. What did I do? But I'll explain it in a minute. Actually, I might as well explain it right now. I sold one of my most expensive movies. Single DVD. You know the story with the DVDs. The DVDs I usually sell for $5, between $5 and $15 each. But when I get a rare movie that sells for a lot, it's a happy thing. So this one movie right here, I'm going to show you what it is. It is called Twin Setters. It's a slapstick family-oriented comedy about a wealthy businessman that hires two muscle-bound, thick-headed brothers, Peter and David, who are twins. They were former professional wrestlers, also known as the Barbarian Brothers. And they need to oversee the twin sons when he goes to court and testifies against the mob. So now it's basically wrestlers becoming babysitters. I said to my husband, I'm like, I just sold an expensive movie. It's my one and only copy. How about we watch it last night since Sunday is our off night, and then I could chip it out today. And he's like, that's a great idea. Put it in the DVD. It doesn't read it. Like, no. So we cleaned it, put it in again. It doesn't read. So I put it in my computer. I put it in the DVD. I put it in the Xbox. This disc is unreadable. Now, the disc itself looks perfect. However, what is not perfect is the edging. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Because when I put the DVD in, you'll hear crunch, 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 crunch. And it's like, do you now have to look at the edging now? And I mean, I, if anything, I only see a couple, like, there's a little tiny, like, scratch here, and it's like, now it's the edging, so this disc does not play. I sold this disc and took the best offer for $58. $58, and that was a best offer on this disc. And you know something? I had to write to them and say, in good faith, I cannot send you a broken disc. Because I said to my husband, I'm like, okay, what do we do? Do we ethically send it to them? I'm like, oh, sorry, it doesn't work. And then maybe they won't return it? Or do I just fess up and say, hey, I made a mistake? Well, you know something? I did. I fessed up. I said, hey, I made a mistake. I'm not going to send product that I know is not going to work. I don't work that way. The fact that I even asked him is a funny thing. But it's like, what do you do in cases like that? I mean, I've had it stored. You're looking at it, it looks perfect. You look at the disc, because that's what I always do. I always take the disc. I have tens of thousands of discs, and I'll always take a look at the disc. No scratches, no nothing. Who's going to really, really look at the edge and run your hand over the edge to see if it's rough or not? That's the only thing. I mean, I don't know. You put it in, so, and I thought it was the DVD player until I put it in three other things. It's the disc. So they got a refund. I canceled the order. Wah, wah, wah. However, I did make some good sales. So let's talk about the other sales. I sold a couple more movies. First one I sold is Inside the Freemason, the Grand Lodge Uncovered. I have to say I do really, really well with documentaries. So if you're out and about, look for documentaries. even if they don't go for a high amount. This one went for $8. Remember, I'm selling these movies in a sleeve. If you actually have the box, if they're sealed, they're going to be worth a lot more money. The movies I'm selling are quality, bottom of the barrel, simply because they don't have a box, they don't have the inserts, they don't have anything. And the fact that I'm still selling them is a great thing. So if you're out and about, definitely look for Criterion documentary, hard to find films. I almost want to say, if you know what the title is, then that's not a good buy. Get the movies that you've never heard of. This one is Criterion Night Train to Munich. This is old movie. Rex Harrison is donning a Nazi uniform in a British suspense night train. It's also titled Night Train to Munich. He's a British agent working undercover to rescue a Czech from the Gestapo. So it's Nazi movies. $6. And then I have Night in the City, which is another Criterion film. This one is Julia Danis' Night in the City, opens with a cheap griffer, Harry Fabian, running for his life through the streets of London. He wants to be big time, but does not care how he raises cash for his schemes. That one also sold for $6. Then I sold one of my long items. I know I spoke about this maybe last week, and this is something that sells every now and then. But I sold another Boy Scout patch. Look at that, from 1976. It's called Boy's Life. This is, I don't know. It's a little guy on a boat in a river. Okay, so story behind the Boy Scout patch. I got a box of patches. There's about 200 patches in it. Paid $5 for them. So what I've been doing is I've been taking each patch and either lumping them up and selling them in a bundle, or I sell them individually for $5 each. So guess what? That is long sale, but it's great. So it's nice little filler items for my store when and we spoke about this. I mean, I don't mind doing little filler items like that. If I sell one of these a week, that's still good. It's an extra $5. Well, it's not, because I have to ship, but it's like an extra dollar in my pocket just for that one item. Then, guess what? And I think you know the story behind these. I sold comic books, not magazines, comic books. So this happens to be, and I guess for prosperity, let me show this. This is the Slimer from Ghostbusters. I might as well show it because these are fully sequential comic books, number 1 through 19 of Slimer. Now, I absolutely loved Slimer as a kid. In fact, I mean, I almost want to say I should have kept these, or I should have charged even more money for these. But here's the story. I got a comic book lot. I paid $150 for 600 comic books, and a lot of the comics were sequential. I will tell you, I made my $150 back with the first 3 comic books that I sold. I mean, I just right off the bat, I pulled out 3 comic books, sold it, instantly got my 150 back. So everything I'm selling with this comic book lot is pure profit, which is great. And what I've been doing is I've been doing the sequential pieces, lotting them up anywhere between, like, depending if it's only a small lot, $25, all the way up to $200. This right here, Slimer, is a complete set. I had it up for $100. I was doing the complete Slimer set, all 19 issues for $100. Somebody offered me 75. Guess what? Congratulations. You are the owner of all those wonderful comic books, because in my mind, $75, yay, I'm happy. See, I'm easy. I mean, I almost want to say, people, make me an offer. Send me an offer. It's a reasonable offer. I'm going to accept it. If it is a stupid offer, I will give you I will tell you what I do. When they give me an offer, I will give them my lowest bottom down, and it'll be so much lower than what they offer. And if they come back with, then no, nope, nope, nope. I'm like, sorry, you had your chance. That's what I do. That's my little negotiation. They got one shot to accept the offer if they don't accept it, unless we can meet in the middle. It all depends. But right now, I am going to be wrapping because, like I said, I have what I just showed you. I have all of the ones from yesterday, which was a lot, and then I have all of the auction items, which is a lot, and hopefully I can get it done within the next 4 hours before the postman comes. I've got 4 hours. You think I can do it? We'll see. Until next time, this is Melanie with Light Beams Treasures. Take care.